Hello everybody, Joe DeMarco here from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, April 29th, 2022. Welcome to another eBay video. I have some interesting topics for you guys tonight, including, well, someone just made a best offer. Someone has just made a best offer live on the Crazy New York Driver Show. I'm going to have to put this on pause so I can answer it. Guys, I have to show you or read to you the best offer that I just received this second. I mean, I'm doing things out of order with my video tonight because I didn't expect anything so ludicrous as this. But I want you to see this just so you know that you're not the only one that gets the crazy people. I have an item that's a quantity listing. You can buy 1, 2, 3, etc. Shipping for the first item is $15.96. And each subsequent item, I think, is maybe $9. Okay? The buyer is located in California. They sent me a best offer of $27.50 for an item that's $40. And they want to buy 2 of the items. And here's what they wrote. I want the best 2 units that you have and the same shipping cost as a single unit, which I understand to be around $15. Question, how did I respond? Correct. Decline and block. Decline and block. The best defense is a good offense. I have no problem dickering on the price. The price that they offered me, $27.50, if they weren't such a dick about it, I probably would have accepted it. But anytime there's a love note in with the best offer, please guys, please. To use Dennis Copper's analogy, you don't need to chase good sales. Good buyers will find you, okay? There's plenty of them on eBay. eBay is loaded with good buyers. Unfortunately, there are some bad ones, and it's your job to weed them out. I'm not doing it for you, okay? You can only do it for yourself. But let's get back on track with the video. Today I want to talk a little bit about the new eBay listing tool and your comments from my video the other night. I want to talk about what happened to me where I received an item back other than the item that I sent to a buyer when he returned it to me. This is a first. I'm going to talk about a foolish eBay buyer. This cancellation situation from last week that's really escalating like a wildfire. If I have time, I'm going to talk about Measure This and story about an Escalade. Let me start in with your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Of all the people that commented on the eBay new listing tool video, I think Dan Frisco's comment was probably the one that sums up everything the best. Start a new listing from scratch, Joe. It's a nightmare. The listing tool changes based on the category. Some categories you need to select 40 to 50 individual item specifics, all with pop-up menus into more menus that will take time to load in. The page can hang at any point, won't auto-save, and it hangs in a death spiral. You have lost all your work. eBay wants to push the mobile experience onto desktop. That type of user experience for a desktop version is not an optimal one. The management is clueless. A lot of people have echoed Dan Frisco's comments in the Facebook groups. Now, in the video the other night, I showed you how I was using Sell Similar to continue to do my listings. And it's not a real big problem when you do Sell Similar, but I do believe what Dan says is correct. And Dan, or anybody else, with all due respect, Why would you want to start from scratch knowing the nightmare that awaits you? All right? I always use sell similar. Okay? Now, of course, I'm in eBay Motors, so it's all auto parts. So, they differ a little bit from Chevy to Ford to brand names and to vehicles, but still, I am concentrated in eBay Motors. That's where I reside. And as I showed you the other night, the only two problems I'm encountering, number one, it does hang up when I try and edit the quantity that I'm selling. I showed you how it hung up. The screen grays out and goes back to scratch, and I have to start over again. And I was also encountering today a sporadic problem with what Dan was talking about, possibly the death spiral, where I was uploading pictures and they kept twirling around. That little twirly symbol kept going. Now, it didn't happen all the time, but it did happen a few times. And while I'm on this subject, for those of you guys who don't know it, eBay was down and out. Down and out earlier this week, either Monday night or Tuesday, approximately 5 p.m. New York City time. I'm trying to print out labels, and all it would do is make me sign in. I'd have to sign in, click submit, bang, sign in again, sign in again, sign in again, and it was totally across the board. But thankfully, it only lasted an hour. Next comment is from Fluffy007. Another entertaining video, Joe. My question is, would it not be a good idea for eBay to facilitate and only process an alert to you that a sale has actually happened following a best offer scenario when and only when the buyer actually completes the checkout? So when you accept the offer, the buyer gets an alert saying you've accepted. The transaction is only final and complete when they actually check out. What this means is that if the buyer dances and wastes time, not only is the item not taken down from sale, but they run the risk of missing out if someone else comes along and snaps it up. This will end the nonsense from dodgy buyers immediately, and no more, quote, can I pay you next Friday, unquote. Furthermore, these people making offers then wanting to cancel or who are delaying payment are shown the same or similar items for cheaper prices. If eBay implements what I'm suggesting, this would be a great help to those who do best offer on their items. None of mine have best offers. Keep up the great work, Joe. Thank you for the comments, positive comments there, Fluffy. And I think your idea is excellent. Your idea should be implemented tomorrow on eBay. But it won't be. 1960 Bluebug wrote, Hey Joe, I too got a best offer on a ring that I accepted. He emails me and said thanks, but cannot pay until the first week of May. Going to let it run its course and block. This is still prevalent on eBay in spring of 2022, and I think it's sad. I think it's sad. There's no reason for it. There's so much money to be made out there. If eBay would just tighten a few more screws, man, it would be seamless. Sivs wrote, Great video. I had a person buy a kid's Dodgers jacket in the middle of the night. When I woke up in the morning, I see I received the negative feedback from this person saying, quote, I don't need this jacket anymore, unquote. So I called eBay and the agent saw the feedback and helped remove the feedback and cancel the order. Before I address his comment, I want to read what Dennis Copper replied to his comment. Dennis said, Sounds like a competitor using a throwaway account. eBay's website is fully capable of not allowing any bad buyer to leave negative feedback when the item isn't even shipped. They just need to turn the switch on. Why, like Dennis said, are there no protections? That if a buyer hasn't paid you, they can leave you negative feedback? What is this? 1999 all over again? Crazy, but true. And I was under the impression, and I might be wrong, so step in if anyone knows if I'm right or wrong. I always thought that a buyer had to wait 1 week to leave negative feedback, meaning if they buy the item today and get it in 3 days, they have to wait a week from the date of receipt. But if what I'm saying is true, how could this event have taken place? Does anybody have any information or could clarify that, please? All right. Sue Cutler and Mark Love both wrote in with related comments. I'm going to read both and address them at one time. Sue wrote, I contacted eBay a while ago to complain about the ads they put on my eBay item pages for the goods of other sellers. We pay rent for our eBay stores and they're using them to advertise the goods of our competitors. They told me to think of it as selling at the mall, where buyers can see items in other stores as well as in our store. I told them the problem with that comparison is that Macy's does not have to put up with Sears setting up a table with Sears merchandise at the door of Macy's so buyers can decide if they want to return an item before they leave the store and purchase the item from Sears. And Mark Lowe wrote, Hey Joe, what is your understanding of the motivation for eBay to show buyers lower priced items after their purchase? I can't understand their motivations. Selling a higher priced item provides eBay with a higher value fee, so in effect, they're diminishing their own revenue. Really enjoy your videos. Thank you. Sue, Mark, and everybody else. I called in about this topic. I called into eBay a while back, and what the representative told me, and I'm paraphrasing it, she said, we want our buyers to have the most positive experience when shopping on the eBay site. So we want our sellers to price their items as competitively as possible. That being said, let me update you on the situation I had from last week with the cancellation of the $200 item. You may remember what happened, but very, very briefly, a customer purchased an item from me for $180 plus $20 shipping. I printed the label, boxed the item, packed it up nice, brought it out to my car. Shortly thereafter, the customer writes to me and says, cancel my order. I don't need 2, I only need 1. I said, you only bought 1 from me. But then I checked his feedback, and after he purchased my item, eBay showed him the same item from another seller, a little cheaper, not a lot cheaper, but a little cheaper. Whereas with the shipping and the item, let's say he's going to save $15. I wrote back to him and I said, I'm not canceling anything. I said, you purchased my item and afterwards purchased an item from another seller. I see exactly what you did. I said, when you purchased my item, you entered into a binding contract. These are eBay's words. They're not my words, okay? You are going to fulfill your contract. I'm not freaking canceling. So he came back with a snarky response, and I said to him, listen, you can write till you're blue in the face. You're getting this item. I said, if you want to return it at your expense, meaning you're paying the shipping back, I'll be more than happy to refund you the $180. Okay? That's where we left off. I swear to Christ on the cross in Brooklyn, the day he got the item, he must have literally put a label on it and rushed it and shipped it to me that same day because I had it back 2 days ago. All right? But now here's the catch. Here's the catch, guys, and here's where it gets a little bit interesting. He circumvented the eBay return system. You got it. He circumvented the return system. I'm fairly certain the buyer is, of course, an older person. No surprise there. But now my original plan was When he sent the item back to me, changed mind or just didn't like it, or whatever his buyer remorse reason was, I would have just given him the refund of the purchase price and moved on. No big deal. Right? Simple, cut and dry. I never thought in my mind that he was going to circumvent the eBay return system, which is what he's done. So now I got a situation here. What do? I can't cancel the sale, because if I cancel the sale, he gets his original shipping back. That's not happening. He's going to learn, I swear to Christ, by the time the smoke clears, he'll think twice about doing this to another seller. It's going to cost him $40. The $20 I charged him, and the $20 or whatever it was he paid to ship it back to me. So I may have to call Concierge on this and figure out how to do this. All right, if anybody out there has any ideas or suggestions how to handle this from the point that I'm at right now, please put them in the comment section below. This business with cancellations really pisses me off. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a straight shooter. I say what I feel. I work really hard on my eBay listings to describe them accurately and correctly. I understand that in the world of e-commerce, there's going to be a certain amount of returns. I get that, and I accept it. In fact, I had about 8 returns this week. And guess what? Every one of them was honest. People who didn't read the listing, or maybe are just, challenged mentally, but they all admitted, hey, I bought the wrong size, or I changed my mind, or whatever, and they're paying the shipping back. That doesn't upset me in the slightest. The cancellations upset me. Very, very much so. I will not cancel a sale, except in extreme extenuating circumstances, like the one I told you last week where I had the hubs listed. Remember? These things, and they come in 2 different sizes, and the guy made a mistake, and I checked his feedback, and he was telling me the truth, and I realized that there was just nothing to gain by sending him the item, all right? There was just nothing to gain, so I canceled the sale in that respect. But that was not a case of eBay playing dirty pool and showing him the item cheaper, like this particular case was. So, anyway, let's move on. I had a bit of a, well, actually not a bit, I had a really salty eBayer. It has to do with these things again. I listed a set of these with the correct measurements. There's that M word again, measurements. The correct way to measure these is outside edge to outside edge, all right? The most common size being 10½ inches. So I listed a set of these with every conceivable bit of information except the lineage of the original owner. And of course I had the measurements, 10½ inches, all right? Do you know a guy writes to me and says, I want the exact measurements of the inside diameter? No. I wrote back to him, I said, I'm not measuring anything. I said, it clearly says what kind of vehicle these are for. I clearly stated the exact measurements of the outside diameter. So the fact that you're asking these questions leads me to believe you want to use them for a vehicle other than their intended purpose. And boy, oh boy, did he tear into me after that. Oh my God. And in conclusion, he basically said something like, you can put them where the sun doesn't shine. I found another seller who had them, and I bought them from him. And I couldn't resist. I just couldn't. I wrote back and I said, that's great. I ask only one thing. Please send me the link of the items you purchased, and please show me either in the link or in eBay messages where you asked the seller for the inside diameter measurements. And you know what I heard back? Crickets. That was the end of that. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. I'm not looking to come out here and complain and moan. What I am looking to do is to tell you about some of these more difficult buyers so that if it happens to you, you know how to handle it, all right? I'm not going to come out here and sit here with my finger up my nose and oh, everything was great this week. Oh, how many subscribers do you think I would have? Not very many. I am a realist. I like to call it as I see it, and I like to share the interesting stories with you. And to be honest with you, the most interesting stories are the people that give us a hard time, all right? Now, I have so many good things to tell you this week that happened that are really funny. Let me jump on to the return, because this is the first time this ever happened to me. A couple of weeks ago, I sold a set of Nissan Altima hubcaps to a customer. He got them and he filed for a return saying, change mind. No problem. Okay? I got the items back on Saturday, or should I say I got a package from him on Saturday and was shocked, absolutely shocked when I opened it up. I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to do a cutaway and show you what I saw on Saturday, and then I'll give you an update as to where we stand now. Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I have to show you something that is really going to just make you smile. Before we get started with the eBay video, please look in the background. You'll see it's cloudy and nasty as usual. We're not going to have any sunny days at all till at least, I think, a week and a half from now. Cloudy, cool, and rainy weather persists in the Northeast, and I'm sick of it. But let me tell you what happened. A few weeks ago, a buyer bought 4 Nissan Altima hubcaps from me and filed a return, and I think he selected change mind, which means he pays the shipping back. So that's fine. No problems there. I got the return back today, and this is the first time in my eBay career that I did not get the item back that I sent him. He sent me something else, and I want to show you what he sent me. I want you to see this. Two brand new headlights, okay? Brand new and well packed. I'm fairly certain those 2 headlights are worth more than the $76.50 he paid me, okay? That's my personal feeling. But I'm unsure about what to do about this, so I'm going to call eBay Concierge, and I'll tell you how that call went very shortly. So yeah, the guy sent me back a pair of brand new headlights. So I did some investigating with his feedback, and sure enough, he bought headlights from another eBay seller. What I think happened with this guy, with the buyer, I think he bought quite a few parts for a Nissan Altima. Hubcaps, headlights, a mirror, who knows what else. And for some reason, maybe the car got wrecked, maybe it got stolen. Now he's got all these parts and he doesn't need them. He wants to return them. But somehow made a mistake and sent the headlights to me instead of the hubcaps. And my hubcaps might have gone to the headlight seller or to the mirror seller. Who knows who's got them? I'd like to point out that I do not feel that this buyer is dishonest in any way. I think he's just screwed up, all right? He made a mistake. But like I said, this never happened to me before in my 23-year eBay career. So I called Concierge on Saturday, right after I made that little clip that I just showed you, to get their opinion. And the representative said that I couldn't do anything that moment. However, he said, what I should do right then is first reach out to the buyer and explain to him that he sent me the headlights by accident and that he needs to send me a label in order to get them back. So I did that, and the buyer actually responded to me very quickly. I was surprised. But the buyer wanted me, cute Joey, to foot the bill to send these headlights back. That ain't happening. No way. He's got to send them back. And of course, he doesn't know how. So I tried to explain the best I could, and I'm afraid that maybe it wasn't good enough because I never heard from the guy again. So I called eBay Concierge back. What day did I call them back? I don't know. Let's just say Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. And the representative looked at the message thread between the two of us and said, okay, I totally get what happened. He goes, what we're going to do, I'm going to escalate this case now, he said. It won't hurt you a bit. He goes, you've done nothing wrong. I have to escalate it this way. Therefore, you're allowed to keep your money. And we at eBay are going to give the buyer back the money from you, from me. It won't come out of my pocket. It's going to come out of eBay's pocket. You with me on that? Okay. So the buyer basically has his money back from my hubcaps, possibly still has my hubcaps because they're missing in action, and I got a pair of headlights. So I don't really know what to do with this situation here. The concierge rep suggested that I reach out to the buyer and tell him to send me a label, but the guy's clueless. He doesn't know how to send a label. So, crazy. Crazy, but interesting as hell, isn't it? All right. I got some more stories for you guys. I know I'm going to run a little late tonight, but you know what it is? So many interesting things happened this week, and it's been my experience that you guys love to hear these stories that happen to me. Because, like I always say, if they happen to me, it can happen to you. Funny thing happened just today with best offers. I have an item listed for $19 plus shipping in a quantity listing. You can buy 1, 2, 3. It's what you would call a basic dog item. It's not a hot number. So this morning, a person sent me a best offer of $9. They wanted to buy 2 of them at $9 each. As I said, the price was $19. And I have one strict rule. I always decline anyone that offers me less than half what I'm asking. Automatic decline. So I automatically declined. 35 seconds later, they send me best offer number 2. This time they're offering $12 each times 2. All right? Rather than decline it this time, I sent them a counter offer of $15.75 each. I figure, hey, you know what the heck? If they're going to spend that, I'll take it and get rid of these dogs. About 3 hours later, I received a message that they declined my offer of $15.75, and they sent me their third and last counter offer of $13. I declined it very, very speedily. Now, this all happened as I was leaving work. And my gut said to me, Joe, you should really block them. And I said to myself, I should. I'll do it when I get home. Okay? I put the key in the car. Vroom, pull out. Cha-ching! Do you know that this person then purchased 2 of them at $19 each? They refused my offer of $15.75 each, but they're willing to spend $19 each. I don't get it. I don't get it. One thing that I also did the other day at work, it doesn't happen all that often, but it happens more than you would think. A person came in driving a Cadillac Escalade and wanted an alloy wheel center cap. They make so many freaking wheels on these Escalades, man. I'm telling you, the Cadillac quality has gone significantly down from the old days. I mean, each Escalade comes with like 7 different wheel options, and each wheel has a different cap in the middle. So I looked at his, and I didn't have it. So the guy was about my age, a middle-aged guy my age with a son who looked to be about between 20 and 22. So I said to them, so the guy starts moaning right away, I need my cap. I can't ride around without it. It don't look good. I said, listen, just go on eBay. I'm sure you'll find one. Well, he goes, I went on Amazon and I got confused. I said, no. I said, I'll show you how to do it. Get it on eBay. He had his cap in his hand. So I took the part number, did a search on eBay. Right away, it came up. So I looked at the choices because I didn't want the guy to buy the wrong one. I found one that was correct. I said, here. I said, look. I said, here's a seller who's charging around $34 and $6 shipping, $40. I said, go home, buy this cap right here. And the son and the old man look at each other like I'm speaking freaking Latin. I said to them, surely one of you guys has an eBay account. All I got was the shaking heads. No, we don't. I said, well, look, you can get it on eBay for $40. And the man says, you get it for me. I said to him, sure, I'll get it for you. I said, see this finger? This finger costs $10. I said, if you want me to push to buy it now, I want the money up front for the hub, $40, plus my $10 fee. You hand me $50, I'll buy it right in front of you now, confirm it, and I'll call you when it's delivered. He went right into his wallet, didn't hesitate, peeled out $50. I pressed the buy it now, showed him the confirmation, and I took his phone number down, called him up just today because it came in. Excellent seller. And he was happy. The point of the story, I'm just surprised how many people out there don't like to buy stuff on eBay. And like I said, I'm not talking to no man, all right? I've told you some of the problems I've had with these 75-year-olds and 85-year-olds with the nasty letters they sent me, nasty, hateful stuff. But I was really surprised that this guy and his son, who was only 20 or 22, didn't have an eBay account. All right, other items. I hope I'm not boring you guys tonight with these stories. But like I said, it's been my experience that you guys enjoy this kind of thing, talking about my experiences. Sales this week were excellent. No complaints. Nothing bad to say. I did have quite a few returns, but that's just the cost of doing business, okay? As long as they're honest returns, I don't mind it. Not a bit. I am very much perturbed with the cancellations, and I'm going to fight every single one. Guys, one thing you know about me, you know I'm a truthful person. I know I'm hot-headed. I have an Italian temper, but I'm fair. All right? There are certain times I will agree to cancel a transaction. All right? But I will not agree when eBay is undercutting us and showing our competition's items cheaper. It's not fair. It's not right. And the only way it's going to change is if we sellers speak up. That being said, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night, I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, tell me in the comments what you want me to hit up, and I'll be more than happy to try and do it next week. Please comment on any of the points I brought up. I'm especially interested if any of you have any advice how to refund that buyer the $180. He's not getting the original shipping back, okay? This is going to be a $40 life lesson for him. I swear to God, he's going to think twice before ever pulling that stunt again. Guys, that's basically all I have to tell you. Go out there, make a ton of sales. Oh, wait, one more thing. I want to tell you this. You know how cold it's been? It has been so wicked cold that today, once again, I went to work in a winter coat. Where are my pictures? It's wonderful to be prepared. I meant to show you the screenshot. I got it on here somewhere. And the video is not going to end until I show it to you. Here was our weather. Look at this. 40 degrees. Can you see that? 40 freaking degrees this morning. This time of year, it should be, according to the weather forecaster, I think around 67. We're not even hitting 50. Okay, go out there, make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! I'm definitely done this time.